Good morning, everyone. We woke up and it was 40 degrees. It's 40 degrees now. I'm pretty sure it was a little colder earlier. But today is Thursday morning. It's our time to leave. So Lisa got up and used the bathroom and then helped me get out of bed because I was all warm and didn't want to leave. But we packed up the tent. And
sorry?
Oh, it's all good. Someone has to force me out of bed. And now I think we're gonna head towards Yellowstone today. It's about a 6-hour drive. We drove through North Dakota and northern Montana the whole way here. And we probably just want to stop, find a hot spring somewhere, preferably one that's not too it's also online that looked like they turned almost like hot springs into pools, and that's definitely not what we're looking for. So we'll see. 6-hour drive. We might check out the lodge at Mini Glacier on the way out this morning, because we never stopped there and heard that that place is pretty cool. So that's our update. Boiling. So we decided to hit Yellowstone on our way back home, and we're a little ways into the park. We just stopped at a hot spring. I think this is Barrel Spring.
It smells like eggs.
Smells like hard-boiled eggs. It's cool to see though.
Out.
We stopped at Yellowstone National Park, and I've been running through all the roads here, and we just found the buffalo pretty close.
Look at the beach.
And there's plenty of people enjoying this thing, but so are we. Right there, right next to the truck. Lisa got some pictures of them. Got here about probably 3-ish o'clock, and it's close to 5 o'clock now. We drove some of the roads. There's definitely many miles of roads to drive through here, so we only did probably a quarter, or maybe less than a quarter of the roads we could have hit. But we are trying to get to eastern Wyoming tonight. We're currently set to arrive there about 1:20 in the morning to visit my cousin on our way back from Glacier. So it was cool being able to make a quick detour here to Yellowstone.
I like it a lot.
It's definitely
I've seen a lot of buffalo or bison so far. We learned that there's no difference, but the educated people say bison because it's just more proper, which that wasn't the way I said that, but
so
either way, we figured it out.
it's a lot more open here, and the hills are less steep, so I think it's almost easier for animal viewing. Where Glacier, like, we saw a lot of animals by hiking, but when you're driving, unless they're crossing the road, it's pretty tough to spot them and see them. Oh, and actually there's a dinosaur. Oh, never mind, it's a burnt tree. But anyways, Yellowstone's been good. We definitely want to come back and spend more time here sometime in the future. We've also been talking about doing a elk hunting trip next year, and also apparently wolf hunting is pretty good in Montana. So I think there'd be some fun hunts to do that would involve hiking. A lot of the stuff, hiking, camping, a lot of the stuff we did on this trip, but also doing it on a hunting trip, I think would be fun. So Anything else? Lisa got to see 2 more bighorn sheep.
They're very cute.
Oh, I can see a bison in the mirror. But yeah, we got to see 2 more bighorn sheep, a lot of buffalo/bison. We got to see a hot spring.
That was interesting. I don't know if all of them smell like this. I feel like they don't because I would have been told. But I think, I know what it is. I think it's the steam that blows up is what smells like the rotten eggs. I don't think it's the water itself. I think the steam smells like rotten eggs. Either way, like, you feel like you want to stand in the steam to, like, just take it all. No. It was so gross.
I think someone actually just crop dusted the area before we walked by.
Some guy walked up and, like, to look at it, and he goes, "You could fart here and no one would know." Just some random guy. I was like, that's nice to know. Probably just pooped his pants.
Little did he know I was farting all along. But yeah, so we got another 8 hours, 500 miles ahead of us. We've already been on the road since 8-ish a.m. this morning, so I think we drove about 5 hours to get here.
We've been doing good about stopping every once in a while, at least just stretching our legs.
Yeah, and it helps when you hit a national park with a bunch of nature that has me wanting to stop, take pictures every minute. So, all right, well, deuces. Well, we're a little bit too tired on our last day back to make a video on our plans, but we got to my cousin's place in LaGrange, Wyoming, at about 1:30 a.m. on Thursday, I guess Thursday night, Friday morning, and crashed on the couch there. Got up in the morning, had breakfast with them, hung out there until about 10 a.m. and then made our way back to Wisconsin, which was about 1,000 miles. I think it was just a couple miles, like 1,011 miles or something like that. Lisa drove the first 6 hours.
I think almost 6.
6 hours, and then traded off. We stopped once for gas and got some Taco John's. Definitely found out we're Taco Bell fans, not Taco John's fans. And then another 6 hours, and after Lisa put her 6 hours in, then I switched. We stopped at another gas station, got some beef sticks. I forget what you got to snack on.
Coffee, cheese sticks.
Oh yeah, coffee, cheese sticks. And then I drove.
We got Red Bull as well.
Oh yeah, and Red Bulls. Which I drank my Red Bull about when I started driving. And I don't know if that's what made me feel weird, or maybe I was just super tired, but I drove for another 6 hours, and by probably 5 hours in, it was about 11 o'clock at night. I started seeing things on the road. I had the window open. I was doing everything I could to stay awake, and it was just, it was like getting delirious or something. So then I pulled off to get gas, and also I was planning on just sleeping in the car, but at least I'd taken a nap.
Yep, I woke up and then I drank my Red Bull, and then I finished the last 2 hours completely fine. I turned the music up pretty loud, and Zach was just snoring through it, so.
I slept well until I woke up. We were probably, I don't know, half hour away from home, and I was just convinced we were going down a mountainside in Wisconsin, and that, I don't know, my mind was cooped out. I don't know what was going on. So then, we got home and pretty much just went and took showers and went to bed.
Just crashed.
And then I woke up the next morning at like 10 a.m. and the truck was magically unpacked, the cooler was empty, the tent was already set up, dried, and put back away. Somebody woke up at like 7:30 and just got right after it. So
it's little camping elves.
Those camping elves named Lisa. But yeah, we had an amazing time. I think we're looking to plan an elk hunting trip as our next vacation out west next year. So got a lot of research to do. If you have any tips or tricks or know anyone, that would be a good resource. I've never done it before. I know a couple people that have, but I'm not super close with them. So if you have any tips for elk hunting, either with a bow or muzzleloader, let us know. We want to fill that freezer. Thanks for following along.